Hi, my name's Maya, and this is another completely unqualified look at something going on in the VTubing community. Congratulations for managing to go 8 days without completely cocking something up this time. Now we're going to talk about this person, Epic Mind. I don't know how you can mispronounce it, but they've clarified the pronunciation there. I I didn't think that needed clarifying. How many different ways can you pronounce that? Anyway, this person has been blacklisted before. This is the account VTuber Blacklist. It's a list of a bunch of VTubers that have been exposed for doing a lot of really dodgy shit. And it sort of collects them all into one space, so you can easily find and block a shit ton of VTubers. Very useful. But this person has been put on the blacklist in the past for a lot of things, including racism, stalking, harassment, varying amounts of sexual harassment as well. And you may be thinking, oh, this is a different name. Don't worry. They kind of... It's a well-known alt, and also they kind of admitted to stalking people on alts. So there's no doubt that this is the same person. If you wanted more proof, this is them saying that it's the same person. There is also a clip of a Family Guy episode put under this. I thought this was going to be a fun little quirky joke, but no, it's just that clip of Brian Griffin getting cancelled for writing a racist joke, and the mob telling him he's a piece of shit. These are not at all. This is not at all applicable or equatable in any way, because in one of these, it's a shitty TV show from 2017, and in the other, you harassed people, which is different. Anyway, a while ago, this person made a tweet on the 8th of September saying, "Who is Epic Mind?" And this is the revised version. I don't know what the original one is, but the revised version has since been revised a second time, at least. And currently, this is what it says. There's a bit about who they are, 34-year-old physically disabled black man, blah, blah, blah. A lot of things that, honestly, are not too relevant to what I'm wanting to talk about here. Specifically, I wanted to look at this bit that says, "I wish to be people who are disabled and be friends. I might and will sometimes make stupid mistakes that I am not proud of, which is why I attempt to better myself, learn from my mistake, and entertain yours as much as I possibly can, one day at a time." Now, overall, you're welcome to finish reading this, and I will put it in the description of the video. You're welcome to finish reading it, but this doesn't seem too bad. What's the problem with this, Maya? And as said earlier, it's been revised a second time, because originally, this sentence about making stupid mistakes had a little bit extra, such as sometimes like harassing / stalking via alt accounts, blaspheming, disrespecting boundaries, sexual harassment, and more. I don't know what was on the other end of that link. I'm unable to find what was on the other end of that link anymore. But oh joy! I can't write something this funny. How do you get told? How do you, in your declaration of who you are, admit that you might accidentally sexually harass someone? Well, you have a history of doing it. And then when you're called out for it a day later, remove it from your fucking admission of who you are. You also completely ignored the most important part about who you are, which is that you're this dickhead. I don't understand. Nothing I can write is this funny. Also, how do you accidentally sexually harass someone while having a history of doing it? Was it intentional back then and now it's accidental? Was it always accidental? Because I'm sorry, if something's always accidental, I think you need to fundamentally change something you're doing. I can't fathom how you can write this sentence and not think there is at least an ounce of a problem. You can't really see the end of it there, but I clarified what it says. It's harassing and boundaries. But I don't know how you can write this without thinking, maybe there's a problem here. And then there is also this goal and confession, which I don't. This one's kind of fine, I guess. It's not, but they wanted to. They watched Sandstone Artist One's video, and we'll get on to Sandstone Artist in a bit. That made them cry, and his goals do the same. So I told you in my bio, my pinned post, which I believe was originally this revised Who Is post, but I might be wrong on that. I made a CUDA bot and a Discord server. But oh no, I'm being labeled as a harasser / stalker, a pedophile, a hacker, an LGBTQ plus hater, a racist, and more. I'm not a bad person, just inexperienced. How? First off, you had a 5,000 follower strong Twitter account before this. Second, inexperience doesn't get you hit with 5 or 6 labels with the possibility of more that you just decided not to clarify. Inexperience maybe gets you a few comments of, oh, you shouldn't say this. It does not get you stalker, pedo, hacker, racist, homophobic, and more. You can't blame this on inexperience. Like, he's always, I want to build a community that'll love me for who I am now, not what I've done in the past. But you can't just say that the past doesn't matter, because you still did those things. And that is the, like, really important thing here. You still did this. You can't pretend you didn't and complain at people not wanting to interact with you because of the things you did. You can't just say you're trying to make a change without showing that. And I flipped through the Twitter account. Nothing particularly shows a lot of trying to improve. In fact, you can see up in the top right there, some parts of it are arguably just worse. I don't have a joke for that, because some parts of it are just worse, such as this one. Attention everyone who's been accusing me of being a pedophile. What's the difference between these two images? And then arm yourself with knowledge via this person's playlist on the history of Lolly and Lollycon. And I'm sorry, that is a child. I don't care what you think. That is a child. And they combated one of their rigorous haters with just the definition of Lollycon. Which I don't think that makes it better. I don't think that makes it better. I think if you have to clarify that it only looks like a child, it's actually 500 years old, I think there's still a bit of a problem there. But anyway, so Sandstone. I said I would touch on this later, and we are later now. So this Epic Man person decided they were going to be Sandstone's apprentice. And you can see it's in the bio. It's not there anymore. And the banner's changed again. But it was here. And the pinned post was even put to, "Thank you, Sandstone Artist, for hiring me. Now I can game end myself." Which is a sentence and a half. I don't, because the implication of this is that that would make them happy, but the implication of that tweet means it's like a negative thing. And you can see they kind of started copying Sandstone's posts and then linking to a post that I don't know what particularly is. I don't know. Surely you can come up with something interesting. Like, you can come up with an interesting concept for your Twitter account, right? Preferably one that isn't racism, homophobia, and the definition of lolicon. And sure enough, so someone, one of Sandstone's friends messaged them, entirely solo. And why the fuck are you impersonating people? Since Sandstone can have 11,000 followers, why can't I? That's not how you get followers, which it's not. And tell me then, because everything I do, people block me. Because you have a history of racism, homophobia, pedophilia, and stalking / harassing. You can't ignore this, right? That's the key thing this person seems to not understand, is that you can't ignore the fact you still did these things. And the voice I'm using in this video is a lot more energetic than the ones I've previously done. And that's because I can't take this seriously. Because you have to be a fucking idiot to think you can look at the past and say, no, I'm different now. None of that matters because I'm different. Okay? You can't just ignore the things you did. Anyway, like I said, this person keeps trying to, they've changed their pin to taking a break now, see you. It was roughly like, maybe it's been like a day since Sandstone's post. So they probably got a bit of backlash after that, deleted a lot, and then put the new pinned tweet up. I can't make a joke about that. Just block this person, okay? Seriously. This person is trying to ignore the fact they have a history of doing a lot of dirty shit. Possibly one of my favorite ones, by the way, is they made a tweet about this person. I don't know who anyone tagged in this is, but it's just about the fact this person posts what I assume is either porn or borderline porn, and made a whole tweet about the fact that they were jacking off to images of this person. It's just fucking weird. Anyway, I don't have an end for this tweet. Follow my Twitter. It's way fucking cooler, actually. Yeah, this is my Twitter. It's cool. I post about dumb shit. Alright. Goodbye.